Sleep training isn't for everyone, but that doesn't mean that there isn't actions that you can take to help improve your baby's sleep. After 40 years of nannying and being a mum, I have discovered some amazing techniques that can help young babies dramatically improve their ability to sleep without the need for sleep training. So if your baby is 6 months or younger and you want to avoid the potential of sleep training later on, then keep watching. Because in this video, I am going to share my top tips for ensuring that your baby establishes healthy sleep habits for years to come. The first thing I always address is the sleep environment. Newborns will sleep practically anywhere and in any situation. However, by the time your baby is 6 to 8 weeks of age, they are far more aware of the world around them and can become more easily distracted. This is when the sleep environment becomes especially important. So what do you need to create that perfect sleep environment that's going to give your baby the best chance to fall asleep? Well, top of the list is the room needs to be darkened. Darkness puts sleep pressure on babies to fall asleep. It indicates to them that now it is time to rest. So blackout blinds will really help in this situation. The next thing that is a must-have is a white noise machine. It cuts out ambient sound in the house, but it also provides a soothing noise for your baby to fall asleep to. And with the white noise machines that have so many different settings on them, you can find the one that suits your baby best. Next is the room must be at the correct temperature, and this is very important for your baby's comfort and safety. So it's recommended that your baby's sleep space, or the bedroom, or wherever they are sleeping, should be between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit, or 20 and 22 degrees Celsius. And finally, consider what your baby is wearing. Make sure that they are wearing sleepwear that is appropriate for the time of year. So whether they're in a transition swaddle or a sleeping bag, they all come with TOG regulations on them, and you'll know whether your baby's sleeping in the right thing for the right time of year. If you've got all those things in place, then you're setting the stage to give your baby the best chance of sleeping well. My second tip is that you wake your baby at roughly the same time each day. Timing is key when it comes to sleep and babies. And knowing when to put your baby down to sleep and when to wake them up is a game changer. And yes, it is okay to wake a sleeping baby. So start by waking your baby within the same 30-minute window every morning. This is because their circadian rhythm is triggered by daylight. And if you start that circadian clock ticking at the same time every day, it's going to be a lot easier for you to predict when their nap times are going to be and when their bedtime is going to be. And it also establishes a very healthy sleep pattern for your baby in general. Tip number 3, respond to baby's sleep cues and not the time on the clock. If your baby becomes overtired, they will struggle to fall asleep, they will not sleep as well, and they're more likely to wake up sooner than you would like. So don't think if your baby's missed a nap, they're going to sleep better at night time. The chances are they will not. In my book, sleep breeds sleep. So how do you know if your baby needs to sleep? You learn their sleep cues. And there are early sleep cues and there are late sleep cues. And it's important that you react to the early sleep cues, because by the time they get to the later ones, you're probably going to struggle to get them to settle. Early sleep cues include your baby staring off into the distance, going very still, and becoming a bit fussy. Late sleep cues are when they start squirming, clenching their fists, rubbing their eyes and ears, and crying properly. Now, it's also helpful to know your baby's wake windows. Although you should only use them as a guideline, it is helpful to know how long your baby should be expected to stay awake for, depending on their age. Now, we have got lots of sleep schedules on the Teething to Tantrums website. We'll put the links in the description box below so that you can take a look at those. So working with those wake windows and keeping an eye on those sleep cues, you can ensure that you put your baby down to sleep at the correct time. So now let's move on to routine. Establishing a sleep and nap routine for your baby is hugely important. Research suggests that babies that have a regular and recognizable sleep and nap routine will fall asleep more quickly, they will stay asleep, and they will sleep more soundly. The thing about routines is it indicates to your baby that sleep is coming up. So those nap and bedtime routines are essential to making sure that your baby knows what's expected of them. So a bedtime routine could consist of a warm bath, baby massage, you can have a feed, then you'll have a cuddle and a lullaby, and then you put them down in a darkened room with a white noise machine at the correct temperature. Now, a nap routine is also really important. And it's also harder for babies to fall asleep during the day than it is at night. So it's equally important that you get it right during the day as well. So have a nap routine. That can consist of just a cuddle and a lullaby that you sing every time you put them down. But make sure you're using those blackout blinds, that you've got the white noise machine because the house is going to be more noisy, so you want to cut out that sound. And make sure you're giving them the best possible chance to fall asleep during the day. Just implementing a nap and a bedtime routine can achieve amazingly quick results. And to help you, we have a free nap and bedtime cheat sheet, which has some amazing quick pointers so that you can really get those routines running smoothly. So as well as the 4 tips that I've outlined in the video so far, I have 3 golden rules that I always apply to baby sleep that can have monumental results. The first one is to get outside every day. Natural light and fresh air benefit your baby's sleep overall, and it balances their circadian rhythm. So that trip to the park or the time spent outside in the garden every day is an absolute must. There is a research that was conducted in 2004 for the Journal of Sleep Research that suggested that babies of 13 weeks and younger that were sleeping really well had been exposed to double the amount of daylight than the babies of the same age that had not been exposed to as much daylight, and they were not sleeping well. So this just reiterates how important the fresh air and the daylight is for your baby to have that daily dose. So make sure that you're getting out every day. My next golden rule is one that I absolutely swear by, and it's one of my favourites, and that is allowing your baby to play safely in their crib alone without the pressure of sleep. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why am I talking about when they're not tired? This is because I want your baby to be happy in the crib environment when they wake up. And trust me, this really does work. I used this with every baby that I cared for and with my own son. And they used to wake up in the mornings and you'd hear them babbling away quite happily because they had practiced playing in their crib while they were awake. So next time you need to have a shower, you need to do something, we can't take baby with you, put them safely in their crib on their back, put their mobile up or some other toy that they can look at, and just leave them for a short while to play without the expectation of them going to sleep. And my third golden rule, and this is one that some parents might struggle with, is try not to rock or feed your baby to sleep. Now, if you wish to continue rocking and feeding your baby to sleep, that is absolutely fine, and many parents do. And I know it's a very special time for you. I just want to point out at this stage that the longer you carry on doing that, the harder the habit is to break as your baby grows older. And that if your baby has learnt to fall asleep by being fed or rocked, when they wake up at night, they will not be able to fall back to sleep again without being fed or rocked. You can see where the issue might arise later on. So if you can, give your baby a nice cuddle and you can rock them peacefully, but try and put them down in their crib while they are drowsy but not fast asleep. And the sooner you can start getting into that habit, the sooner they are going to learn to fall back to sleep again should they wake or come out of a deep sleep without you. So there you have it, my 4 top tips plus 3 golden rules that I have always lived by when it comes to baby sleep to great success. At this point, I just want to say you need to have realistic expectations about baby sleep. Babies under 6 months of age are going to wake up a lot, and it's just part and parcel of being a parent of a young baby. You will have good days, good nights and bad nights, and sleep regressions will come along that have been triggered by teething, separation anxiety, growth spurts and developmental leaps. But if you have laid the strong foundations that we've talked about today, you've got a better chance of getting sleep back on track and without sleep training. Now we have a host of posts on the Teething to Tantrums website about baby sleep, so take a look at those. We'll put a link in the description box below. And also don't forget to check out that cheat sheet for the nap and bedtime routine so that you can really nail those pre-sleep routines to give you the best chance of success. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. All the likes mean that more people get exposed to our channel and to my parenting knowledge. And the subscribers, well, you'll never miss the next video if you've subscribed to our channel. Thank you for watching.